Application Programming Interfaces, or APIs, have revolutionized web development, enabling seamless integration of diverse services and functionalities. But how exactly do APIs work in web development? At its core, an API is a set of protocols, routines, and tools that specify how software components should interact. In web development, APIs act as intermediaries, allowing different applications to communicate with each other efficiently. To understand APIs, we need to grasp the client-server model. In this model, the client, typically a web browser or mobile app, sends requests to a server, which processes these requests and sends back responses. APIs facilitate this communication by providing a standardized way for the client to request specific data or actions from the server. When a web application uses an API, it sends a request to a specific endpoint, which is a URL that represents a particular resource or service. This request usually includes necessary information such as authentication credentials, parameters, and the type of action to be performed. The server then processes this request, retrieves or manipulates the requested data, and sends back a response, typically in a format like JSON or XML. There are several types of APIs commonly used in web development. RESTful APIs, which follow the principles of representational state transfer, are widely adopted due to their simplicity and scalability. SOAP APIs, or Simple Object Access Protocol, are more rigid and offer built-in rules that increase complexity but can be advantageous for enterprise-level applications. GraphQL, a more recent technology, allows clients to request specific data structures, reducing overfetching of data. The process of using an API typically involves making an HTTP request to the API endpoint. This request includes a method such as GET for retrieving data, POST for creating new data, PUT for updating existing data, or DELETE for removing data. The server then processes this request and sends back an HTTP response with a status code indicating the outcome of the request, along with any requested data. APIs offer numerous benefits in web development. They allow developers to integrate complex functionalities without having to build everything from scratch. This saves time, reduces errors, and enables the creation of more feature-rich applications. APIs also promote modularity and scalability, as different components of an application can be developed and updated independently. Real-world examples of API usage are abundant. When you use a weather app that displays current conditions and forecasts, it's likely retrieving that data from a weather service API. Social media sharing buttons on websites often use APIs to interact with various platforms. E-commerce sites frequently use payment gateway APIs to process transactions securely. In essence, APIs serve as the building blocks of modern web development, enabling applications to communicate, share data, and leverage functionalities across different platforms and services. By providing a standardized way for software components to interact, APIs have become an indispensable tool in creating robust, efficient, and interconnected web applications.